What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today's another behind the scenes of building and selling used computer parts. So I don't always assemble everything, because right here, hold on, let me flip the camera around. Right here we have an Asus, and this was a pre-built. Originally they come with I think a 3060 or 2060 Super. And originally they only have, oh yeah, they do have 16 gigs of DDR4. Let's see here what it's actually still got in it. It does not have a 2060 anymore. Why can't I get this off? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I had somebody hit me up, and he's like, hey man, I need a computer, but I'm not really into gaming, but I might want to later on. I need to clean this case up. So I really want just a decent little CPU to get me by. And I'm like, man, this has got a Ryzen 7 5700G. So pretty solid CPU, pretty solid integrated graphics. Got two 8 gig sticks of DDR4 I put in there. It's the PNY Accelerate, so halfway decent. It already comes pre-installed with a Wi-Fi card. He wanted Bluetooth, so I'm gonna get this bad boy dusted down, and I have a Bluetooth PCI Express card coming in, so I'm gonna put that in for him. And I told him later on, if you wanted to, you could always put a graphics card in, or you can just use the integrated graphics, the HDMI, or the DVI or VGA. So he's got options, and he ends up saving a little money. He was looking at spending somewhere in the range of $500 to $600. I cut him a deal on this, so he's into this a little bit less, and it's honestly spec'd out a little bit better than what he was going to buy. He was looking at something that was a newer i5, but it was a locked i5, and it just had the Intel integrated graphics with only 8 gigs of RAM, and it was a 240 gig SSD, which right now I'm about to put in a 480 Kingston, so nothing crazy, but it's just a little bit better all the way around, and for less money. But that's what happens when you buy used. I bought this system mainly for the graphics card at the time, and I want to say back then I paid somewhere in the range of like $600 or $700. So I'm technically not really making much money on this by selling it for $400 to $450 after I put a $30 Bluetooth card in it, or whatever it was, $20-something Bluetooth card. But I'm moving it. This was just sitting, and it was always kind of like I just had a little bit too much into it to make much profit, so I need to get it gone, because I just got in another one of those Orbis cases like I did on the last build, and so when this one, he's coming tomorrow to pick this up, then I can start on the Orbis. But I did want to show you, I got some new another motherboard in, so let's check that out. All right, so shout out to Omega Recycling Solutions on eBay. Everything I buy from them is extremely clean, and it's really good deals. They have these motherboard, CPU, RAM combo kits, and I think this one was like $90. It's got another i5 7400, 8 gigs of 2133, so slow DDR4, but as for an entry-level system that you can slap a cheap graphics card in, put it in a decent looking case, and make some money on it. And of course, always comes with the I/O panel. I hate buying like used hardware and it doesn't come with the I/O panel, because it makes it look like junk. But the deals that they have, Omega Recycling Solutions, I'm not sponsored by them, but they're a company I would definitely use, and I do use them. So yeah, that's going to be going in that Orbis case, and these are kind of my bread and butter. Previously, during the last, hold on, let me flip this around. During the last bear market where I got back into like building computers and stuff, I was really big on like the i5 3470s, the third and fourth gen, that kind of thing. But right now, those are really old. You can get really good deals on them, but I don't really like going much past like 6th or 7th gen. So the 7400 is really good at a good price point, because it's just old enough that a lot of people don't want it, but it's just new enough and just powerful enough that it can play pretty much anything, as long as you're not wanting to get into like anything heavy or heavy streaming or super high refresh rate. So they pair well with like a 570, 1060, 1070, 580, all that kind of stuff. 2060, they do pair very, very well. So what am I going to put with this bad boy? I think I'm going to put I got a 570, yeah, I got a 578 gig Sapphire, and this is not actually a mining card. This is a Pulse, so it's got all the displays. I mean, it has been mined on, but there are specific like mining models that will have no displays or just like one display out. So those are less desirable because I think you can run more than one display, but it's just a pain not to have multiple on the back of the card. Yeah, so I'm gonna power that bad boy on, get Windows installed, fresh copy and all that. You know what? Let's go out of here. It's all loud in here. Oh, there we go. But I was gonna say, if you guys like this behind the scenes content of like the computers and used hardware, I'm trying to make a deal with Omega Metal or Omega Recycling, Omega Metal, on a bulk buy on some 7th and 8th gen Intel stuff and like combo kits, because I may actually have secured a retail location. Nothing big. It's a very small spot, but it would give people some more legitimacy towards my like situation if they can like walk in, test the computer out. I can have a few set up, and then they can just buy it, and they don't have to like meet me and come down to my garage and like walk through all this. Not saying that like none of this is legit. It's just this is a backyard setup. So I've talked to the landlord, and he just built the buildings, so I'm waiting to hear back on everything. He's getting power run to them, but the price is right. It's really, really, really reasonable for where it's at. It's in a good spot. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about videoing all that, because I know I want to be careful. But at the same time, I think it's a really good opportunity to show you guys like behind the scenes and kind of be like really transparent with you. But what my idea is to offer like a buy, sell, trade, PC, gaming and repair, all that kind of stuff wrapped up into one. I don't know exactly how I'm going to have that into a name and like have it communicated effectively, because I don't want it to be like, Brandon's computer game, buy, sell, trade, repair, mining. Like, it doesn't need to be a run-on sentence. So if you have any suggestions, please comment down below. But this is not something I'm going to do full-time. It's still going to be a part-time thing. So it'll be of the evenings and by request or by appointment. So the hours are probably not going to be set for a little bit. But I'm pretty excited about it. I've worked in retail for other places, but I've never opened my own little retail spot. So I know there's going to be some costs involved with some shelving and some I don't know, drawers and stuff and things. But like always, high speed, low drag. It doesn't have to be pretty, especially if I'm trying to pass on some good deals to you guys, and then offer, like, if people want to bring in their old systems or old computers and that kind of thing and trade in. If I can find any bit of value in it, I can give them some money and they can trade up. Or if they just want to sell some systems, I can buy it outright. That's kind of my logic. And then I'll still do mining stuff if people want like help and all that kind of stuff. Because a lot of times I would be like, oh, okay, if they're local, bring it over, that kind of thing. I don't like giving out my address anymore. I made the mistake of doing that at my last couple places, and I'm gonna avoid it now. I'm moving into the new place. I'm just gonna keep business and pleasure separate, and computers is business because we're making a little bit of dollars. But anyway, I'm gonna quit holding you guys up. Sorry, this is not a normal video for me. I guess I don't know what a normal video for me is, but I just had all these thoughts going through my brain. So yeah, I'm pumped about it. I'm pumped. I'm feeling good. And, worst case scenario, it doesn't come to fruition and that spot doesn't work out, so I can keep my eye out for another spot. But I'd really like that one because it's gated. It's just, it feels right. You know what I mean? Like, feels good, feels nice, but oh well. Only time will tell. So yeah. With that being said, I do have a Motor Nubs video coming out tonight, so check out my car channel. It's down below in the description, or you can just go to MOTORNUBS, Motor Nubs, on YouTube. I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things on that because I have a couple projects that are starting to fire back up. See, I'm running out of stuff to do on my house. My house is almost done, so that means I can get back to working, playing with my cars. I love my cars. Cars and computers, that's my life right there. Well, and family, of course. But, yeah. That's a whole nother topic. So, anyway, later. All right, later, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get to work. Bye.